Good morning, it's Jim in beautiful Beaverton, Oregon. Today is, February 15th. And we are filming the second part in a two-part series on mushroom growing. So, a little over 2 weeks ago, I bought a mushroom growing kit from a place called Bridgetown Mushroom. It's located in Portland, Oregon. I should say that Bridgetown is a nickname for Portland, Oregon, by the way. There's a lot of Bridgetown everything's around. So anyhow, I bought this kit and I brought it home and I put the fruiting block in. I did not follow the directions, I should say. I put the fruiting block in my growing area, and it's now been 2 weeks. But it's not quite the way I said it was going to be, because right after I put it in, I got an empty fish tank that I had out in the greenhouse, and I brought it inside and I started altering it. It's warm in here, so it's nice. It's next to the tools and everything's good. So I started altering it to make it into a little mushroom grow room. And when I got it done, I turned it on, and my goodness, it worked wonderfully. So I thought, God, why should I leave my mushrooms back there when I've got this? So I didn't. I moved them up to this, what you'll see in a second. And so anyhow, without further ado, I'll show you my new little baby mushroom grow room. And what I'm going to do first is bring the mushrooms out and set them here on the table, and then I'll show you the room, and then, or room box rather, and then we'll harvest the mushrooms. So to start with, this the lid on this is 90% shade cloth. This is going out in the greenhouse right after we film this, and it gets sun right down on it, so we have to have shade. So it's 90% shade cloth, and it's built right into a window frame. So that's a little tip for you today. If you want any kind of a frame like has shade cloth, then just get a window frame kit, and you get these corners, and then you cut these pieces. Anybody can do it, and it makes a nice deal. So anyhow, I'm going to set this over here, and we'll pull out the mushrooms. I must say we had a artistic disagreement as to what was the best side. So we're going to set them here, and we're going to put them on a Lazy Susan, and we'll spin them full around when we get to it. But right now, let's go back to here. I also built a shade that goes down in front, again for the sun. It's going to go right in the very back corner of the Bluegill Hotel. So if you look inside, this is fiberglass, by the way. It's wonderful stuff to work with. I've put racks about 2 inches up off the bottom. I have cut holes. If you can walk around that way. There's 2 on each side, and they are designed so you can close them or open them. I'm not sure what I'll be doing. I assume they're going to stay open, but I don't know that for sure. Either side. Now, if you walk around, once you walk around that way, look at the controls. Oh, also, it's on a foam pad for insulation, and underneath, on top of that pad, is a heating blanket, which you'll see the controls for around the other way. So what we have here, the heating pad is controlled. It's a Viva Home heating pad with a controller. It's not going to come on. This is telling you what the actual temperature in the tank is right now, because I have it set too low. So when it goes low enough, the heating pad will come on. Real simple deal. We also have a humidity control. This is an Inkbird humidity controller. And what's happening is it's set at 92 degrees humidity. So the humidity over here, we see it's on. So the humidity is coming up. It's going to come up to 92 and probably pass a bit and then go back down. Pretty consistent. I'm kind of happy with it. And then, of course, we have a Reptile humidifier. You can see it's on with the light on, and it just kicks on and off. It's plugged in right here. Your humidifier is capable, this one is, of having another plug that works alternate of this, so you could humidify and then dehumidify. That seems sort of overkill, but anyhow, the whole thing works remarkably well. Right in here is that's humidity sensor, and down there is temperature sensor. So we're gonna have it out, and next time you see it, it will be out in the Bluegill Hotel, and the controls will be a little different, but same basic thing. So anyhow, let's get back to the mushroom. This again is a blue oyster from Bridgetown Mushroom, and I just it's really, you have to use your imagination to see blue, but I just could not be happier with the amount of mushrooms. I have no idea what's overdone or underdone in mushrooms, but it looks like I have enough here, so I'm gonna cut a big, or tear a big piece of it out. So anyhow, I've watched this done. I should say, we're going to pick these into a blue snowflake Pyrex bowl, vintage 1960s, beautiful thing. A couple of episodes back we did the black snowflake, so you can go back and look and you can compare the two. This one I think is just gorgeous. Got that there. Well, you're supposed to be able to grab a hold of these and just with your hand. Look at that. Wow. Just set that right in there. I'm gonna actually leave these other two pieces for one more day. I don't think they're quite as far along as the other one. Actually, I'll take this one. That's pretty easy to do. Well, you know what? What do you think? Should I take that one or leave it? They grow, and I'm going to cut this off. I think we should make a clean sweep. Let's go ahead and take this too. I'm going to clean this up and then we'll start again. I'll put that there. There is something else I wanted to do. I can't do that. I was going to weigh it, but I can't weigh it unless I take it back out of the bowl now, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave that piece right there and we'll clean it up later. We'll put it back in here. So what's going to happen next is I'm going to clean that off smooth. And then we're going to try for what they call the second flush. I know that because I've read about it, and it's supposedly will come back up and do another. I'm real curious to weigh that. Let's see if I can do this. Much for my organizational skills. That's 16.6 ounces, which would be a little over a pound of mushrooms, which is quite respectable, I think. I couldn't be happier. Anyhow, only thing left is the tip of the day. So the reason I came to assemble this in here is because it's cold out there, but more importantly, I have tools in here. So the tip of the day is get yourself, I have other tools elsewhere, but get yourself some pegboard, just like this. These come from Home Depot, but various places, and put it on the wall and get your tools, get the tools you commonly use, the small drill, you know, the ones that you know you're going to need. Put them right there, workbench here, table there, and it's so pleasant to come over here. I can drill holes in this and cut things and just assemble tops because everything I need is right there at hand. And if something's missing, you know, if somebody took that, I would walk in here and say, somebody has got my nut driver. And I would know, or more likely, I put it somewhere and then I'd go and look for it. So anyhow, that is the tip of the day, is get yourself a nice little set of tools and put them right where you want them so you can reach them. We will see you next time.